Мої вітання. Медіа-центр Україна Одеса розпочинає свою роботу. Ви можете наживо дивитися нас як на YouTube-каналі, так і на сторінці Facebook. Наразі говоримо про ситуацію на сході нашої країни. До нас долучається Олександр Shtupun, речник Об'єднаного прес-центру Сил оборони Таврійського напрямку. Пане Олександре, я вас вітаю. Ну і передусім дозвольте привітати з Днем сухопутних військ Збройних сил України.
And I would like to congratulate you on the day of the land troops of Ukraine. And this is Oleksandr Shtupun, the spokesperson of the Joint Press Center of the Tauride Defense Forces. I have a question to you about the east of Ukraine. I know that there are now heavy fights around Avdiivka. Do you have some general information? Could you just provide some details? Yes, 2 days ago, the enemy started the massive advancement with the armed equipment and aircraft in Avdiivka and Mariinka directions. They use the guided aerial bombs, and only for the last day there have been 19 air attacks, and our troops repel yesterday 42 attacks and to the south of Severna and Tanenka, and also in the area of Avdiivka, Pervomaisk, Novinska. And the day before yesterday, in the Avdiivka direction, 49 attacks were repelled, destroying 19 Russian tanks and 15 other armored vehicles. And also, 15 more units of equipment of the enemy were damaged. They try to move forward in the south, in the north, and the other directions. The enemy is also active near Mariinka, Krasnogorivka, Novomikhailivka. In the last 24 hours, our defenders repelled 14 attacks there. As for Avdiivka direction, 3 attacks of the enemy were repelled in the west of Novopokrovka, and that was the day before yesterday. And yesterday, the enemy attacked 3 times in the west of Novopokrovka. I know that the Russian occupiers continue attempting to get to the territory of the Avdiivka chemistry plan, coke and chemistry plan. Why is it important for them to do that, to occupy that plant? Because there are some constructions. It is easier to hide from UAVs, from the artillery there, and it is warmer and it is more comfortable to be there. And still, they can just fortify their position there, because now they need to do that in the bare field. Or they try to make trenches under trees to have better protection. But our surveillance works and our artillery and other troops are quite effective in attacking enemy's troops. Is it true that there are a lot of Russians, bodies of the Russians near that plant? Yes. And the next waves of attacks that follow the previous one, they try to hide among dead bodies of their brothers in arms. And they just even hide under the dead bodies. And there is the information from the British reconnaissance says that Russians mainly attack such troops called Storm Z. This is the so-called special contingent, and they hire people from the former prisoners. These are the assault units. And some can be also find some professionals. And also, according to the information of the British intelligence, the Russia has lost control over Stupave. Can you confirm this information? I have some connection issues. Could you repeat the questions? According to British intelligence, the Russian Federation has lost control over Stupave. But it has it has never controlled it in the first place. And also the Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council says that this war is unprecedented and that the old manuals should be sent in the archive, including the NATO materials. What can you say about the tactics of the Russian army? What do they apply some new approaches or new technologies? Every war sees new approaches for our enemy and also could be told about us. And the winner will be the one which is most efficient and those who have more technologies. Every day at every new position, both our enemy and our army should invent something new. We improve all the time and do something new. And the same can be told about our military leadership and also the whole people of Ukraine. I have one more question about the Kharkiv Oblast. There is information that Russia tries to send there its reserves to block Kupiansk. The Kupiansk direction is out of the area of responsibility of the Tauride sector. That's why I cannot provide information about that area. Thank you very much for joining us today at the Media Center Ukraine Odesa. That was Oleksandr Shtupun, spokesperson of the Joint Press Center of the Tauride Defense Forces. He was with us online. And we will continue our work today at 2 p.m. And we will discuss mobilization on the territory of the Odesa Oblast.